Welcome to another edition of the glittering and glittery and glittering bones of advertising. I'm Craig McLeod and I've got a full posse of friends with me today. Welcome aboard.
We're all here.
Yay!
Very nice to be here. Thank you thanks for inviting me again. I remain stunned that I still get a place on this illustrious panel. Thank you very much.
You know what I think? I think the good ones just keep being good. You know, you guys are the good ones and you just keep on being good, don't you?
It just wouldn't be the same without you, JD. You and your suntan.
It may be better, but it certainly would not be the same.
And you know what? The good ads just keep getting good. Now, I got to tell you.
Yes.
This Forex stuff, right?
Oh,
yes.
I'm not a fan, right? I've never been a massive fan of the product, but the ads have blown my doors off for years. And I'm going to tell you why, right? I'm going to start straight up because it was bloody great when it began, when Adam was a boy. And it's still bloody great today because the idea was brilliant back then and it still resonates today. So I reckon the good ones keep on getting great.
I reckon you're right.
That's what I
reckon you're right. I particularly like, I got a book. Here we go. I bought a prop.
Oh, someone did some research.
I bought this book in 1992.
So a couple of weeks ago.
See, can you read that? The copybook.
The copybook.
Ah, yes.
Copybook, and it's a book that every single copywriter, just beautiful bloody ads, and store and by the people who wrote them. The people who wrote the ads, writing about the ads they wrote. It's bloody fantastic. How do you do it? And a man called James Lowther from Versace's in London did one of the original Forex ads. Like Australians wouldn't give a Forex for any other. Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine Forex for any other lager. It's written in London in 1985, I think.
Well, how the hell did he know about Australia if he's from bloody London? That's pissed me off, Johnny.
No, because they just played to the stereotype of the great Australian, outback larrikin. As we can see, how many of these bloody wonderful ladies are you going to play? And then we can just get into it. Let's play a couple. Let's play a couple of oldies. Let's
start with Mad Max character, who sings the most incredible song in Mad Max when he's like, you guys who haven't seen Mad Max, and anyone who has will actually see that. And it's where he throws the disc or whatever it is and it lands on the windscreen. Anyway, let's play that one first right here.
G'day. G'day, is that the Flying Doctor, over?
Copy you, Bruce.
Billy is real cooked, Doc. He's sweating like crazy. Temperature of 104. Well, he looks terrible. What do we do, over?
Give him a cold drink. The coolest thing in the house until I get to you. Otherwise, well, it could be real bad.
What'd the doc say, Bruce? He said it's going to be real bad, Bill.
Castlemaine 4X is Australia's best-selling lager. In fact, Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for any other lager.
I rest my case.
Yep.
Brilliant then, brilliant now.
So many things. So many things. How many do you want to play? Like, I'm happy to just go through the whole lot of it because it's just a laugh.
Let's do the bridge one next, shall we? Let's just have a quick look at the bridge.
I reckon we'll be all right if we lose some weight off the back.
She's a good sport, your missus.
Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't.
What a legend of a wife. How a wife should be.
Today. No. And there's another version of that one, which we'll play before we get into it, the final one, and this is the sherry.
Oh.
And there's a whole lot of beer required, but we better get something for the ladies.
So there's going to be a few of you out sharing this time then?
About 40, I'd reckon.
Something for the ladies?
Oh, yeah. 2 bottles of sweet sherry, mate. Looks like we've overdone it with the sherry.
Yeah.
Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
Just absolutely crackerjack.
That wouldn't fly today, but
Absolutely.
still, back then,
I think we've overdone it with the
It
sherry.
was a different world.
different world. And I love the ute. Like that ute today would just be so good to have.
They play to the stereotype. They were trying to sell 4X in London when Foster's was the biggest selling international beer in London.
Yeah, right.
So they're pushing the proverbial uphill. But
Well, that's the reason old mate from London wrote it from
Saatchi.
Saatchi and Saatchi London's obviously writing it for the London market. So now it makes sense for me.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was an ad that played in Australia.
No, because 1 year after they did Australians Wouldn't Give a 4X for Any Other Lager, Mo and Joe did I Can Feel a 4X Coming On down here, which I understand didn't play in the UK because 4X was a brand of condom in the UK back then.
That's
And
good.
you wouldn't be-
Problems
you wouldn't
if you're
be
saying
singing-
I can feel a 4X coming on and you're getting out the old prophylactic.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be.
Be a bit
So
awkward.
no, but So it's
Okay.
the posters. The posters.
Let's go around the grounds. Let's go around the grounds before we hit the posters, JD.
All right, I love them. There you go. I've just said my piece. I love them.
Okay.
I love them too. Like it's from an era that we would not be able to explore today. So I love I love seeing how they got away with what they got away with. And also I was quite surprised by the level of production back then. Like, yes, it's grainy and all the rest, but you know, how they did the props and how they filmed under the bridge and all the dust is coming through and the bridge breaks and then the car. And I'm like, good on you. Like you've done a really good job. But would it make me drink 4X? Hell no. But still. It was good fun. Good fun to watch.
They used to have Ridley Scott used to do a lot of the ads in London.
Yeah,
So
right.
Ridley Scott and his brother Tony, who both went on to major careers.
Well, there
in
you
Hollywood.
go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did a couple of good things, Ridley Scott. Just, that's not pumped it, but went on from ads to something pretty big. Wow.
You
I
could
didn't
see
know
the
that.
brilliance in the making for sure. You could tell
Yeah,
they had a
right.
good crew.
Gabaloo, what did you think?
Oh, I think we all know that I don't love them.
Why not? Why not, Gab?
Oh, they're just lost on me, probably. And I'm not the target market, definitely. And yeah, I don't know, I'm maybe like a little bit too PC. So when I look back at them, I think, I cringe a little bit. I don't think, that's funny. I sort of get a bit cringy.
But let me ask this question then, Gabs. The latest iteration, so Tinkerbell have relaunched the line to ask beer drinking Australians to give a damn about the environment. So, give a 4X for the environment. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the doing some social good using the same
Perhaps
line?
we should we watch it? Let's watch it.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, it's better than sipping a perfect 4X, the perfect time on a perfect day. But this moment of divine perfection relies on a precarious equilibrium, a perfect balance that needs protecting. Because if the system goes out of whack, crops die, which means hops die, which means beer dies. That's right. If the equilibrium becomes unbalanced by even just a little bit, 144 years of brewing perfection could be pissed right up the wall. So, If you're not convinced by now to do your bit for the world, then for sake, just do it for the beer. The beer! The beer!
Give a 4X.
For the beer!
What do we think? What do we think of? So it's the is it the 1980s Australian sensibility that you don't buy into, or is it the Australians wouldn't give a 4X? The double entendre there. What bedevils you so, Gabrielle?
Gabrielle. I also don't like that sentiment. It's better. It's better, but I don't know. It still just doesn't grab me. It doesn't reach me. I'm still struggling to see the connection. It's sort of like what the F from a few weeks ago of Great Northern doing the 0G network. Like I struggle to see the link there. It's like just too far-fetched.
Yeah. No,
I kind of like the I didn't mind the link that they were trying to create of like, you don't really care about anything else, but if the beer goes, then shit's going to go south. So I thought that was quite on brand with this whole, I guess even looking back at the old ones, it's like this selfishness around the brand. Like you would give your wife away for the beer, or, you wouldn't get the sherry for the girls for the beer. So this whole idea of, if you don't take care of the environment, the beer will go, I think was quite smart, but
I think they should.
It didn't kind of hit the target. It was like a little bit playing back to the heritage of the old ads, but it was also, you could tell that it had been brushed over with like PC, make sure you don't go too far. We don't want to, to get the greens on the bad side. Like it was probably too censored for me, I think, if they wanted to fit in with how they used to communicate with the brand, I think they kind of missed it.
Yeah, I think they could have done more with Give a 4X, like actually do more with the gifting thing. Like, when they did in COVID, a lot of the bars were doing that. Buy a beer now, and then at the end of COVID, you come in and we'll give you one for free.
Yeah.
Just to keep the bars going. I don't know why they didn't do something really kind of make more of that. Like,
I'm going to
buy a mate a beer, and we'll donate. So, go.
Subtitle.
Craig's go.
Craig's got the talking stick. I'm going to tip my hat to Tinkerbell, because what they did, whether you love it or you don't love it, is they actually brought the brand cues and elements from way back forward. Whereas when we looked at Gay Time, they just didn't do that. They missed that opportunity to bring what was great forward. And that's what I was saying in the beginning, where the great ones can continue to be great. Yeah. Now, there may be a whole bunch of other avenues you can go down with this giving area or Give a 4X. But what they did do is they paid a little bit of homage, whether it was PC or whatever, but they brought that bit forward. So whoever it is over there that's doing brand strategy, good idea. Whether you executed it or not, it's up to you guys to be the judge of all of that. But I really like the idea of what was bloody brilliant back in the day. And again, does not resonate today. I understand that completely. But the one where the guy's lying in the bed and the Mad Max character, and he opens it up and it's either my mate's going to die or I'm going to give him a 4X. And he's like, nah, mate, it's pretty bad for you. Like, they brought the bit forward.
I know it's bad.
For me, that's.
I reckon their sales would go through the roof if they ran the old ads. Like, I reckon they would get a whole new group of followers, people that would become really loyal to the brand.
Well. But, imagine the haters.
It would be a good.
They'd be talking about it. People would be talking about it because it's just, people are just, I don't know, like, you can be too safe. I think people don't take the risks that you need to take to really, make a kind of dent. So
when they could do it? They could do it in heritage round during the footy.
Oh yeah.
They could wear 1980s jumpers and they could run 1980s ads on the television.
Little shorts.
Sorry, got so excited about the shorts.
Little shorts, the mullets.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know what?
Kappa!
Guess what? Oh, Kappa. You know what? That gives me just an inkling into there's a way that you can change me to gold when you do the edit on this, probably after you cut out your sneeze where you just sneezed all over your screen. But
I didn't sneeze, I coughed.
Can you turn me to gold after our golden haul? Like, should anyone else have even come to the Commonwealth Games? Do you reckon?
Oh, like,
arrogance
in the pool.
Sheer arrogance.
In the pool, like, should they have just gone like, you guys can just watch while we break all the records?
What is the Commonwealth Games? I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What is it?
Oh, like I know what it is, like part of the Commonwealth and stuff. But some of those countries, I was like, what even is this country? Who are these people?
Okay.
I like every 4 years Olympics. I'm good with that. Just pop on the TV. Good late night, viewing of some rhythmic gymnastics or something. But
rhythmic gymnastics.
How good is it?
Yeah.
I'm about it as well. Or even Tour de France, even though Liggett's not there anymore, which is so sad. But I don't know, the Comm Games I feel like it's just the poor cousin.
I think it suffers from
good on the
comparison.
athletes, but I think it's just like,
I think it's an
I don't
important
know, it just feels like a filler show for a few weeks.
Disagree. I disagree completely.
How dare you?
I think it's an important competition because it's
good for athletes and stuff. I know that.
It's a level below the Olympics, yes.
Are you saying that they're not as good?
No, well, the competition is not as strong. But for all those people who say that it is not, that it doesn't matter, that like it's not at the level of the Olympics. These are people who don't get excited about the World Swimming Championships or the World Athletics Championships.
Yeah, no.
And it's the same thing. It's like the Olympics are the Olympics. Like, just give them, like, they're on the top of the mountain, their own little mountain, far, far away. Like, we climb it once every 4 years. The Commonwealth Games, I think, are important for athletes to prove themselves to themselves and to others how good they are. It's a benchmark that allows them either to want to take the next step up or to go, I gave them the best shot. I'm going to go and drink beer in Toowoomba.
And I agree, JD, but does it need to be broadcast? I don't know if the world needs to see it.
It does, because commercially, I think commercially as well, from an athlete's point of view, the way in which they make most of their money is via sponsors. So the more that they can appear publicly and have a public brand,
but then it's not about the skill then, Gaz. It's all just about being a show pony for a brand.
I wonder whether it was brought
Sorry,
to
Comm
life
Games, but what the
2
fuck
years
are you
after
thinking?
the Olympics, so that we didn't have to wait 4 years to get to some other competition, and it was from maybe the Commonwealth deciding the only way we can get our athletes better to perform better on a world stage is to have another games and get them to prepare for that, so that we've got this benchmark between the Olympics that they can work towards. It takes them to another level. I don't know, maybe, who knows, not sure.
I think it's probably just like making money, hey? Like, why does anyone do anything?
Of this exercise
I don't think it's a money-making exercise.
JD, no one asked you, mate.
Boy.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Boy.
I'm joking. Oh, look, he's shrinking. Where's he going? Come back. Come back.
English did pretty good too, though. We got 67 gold and the English got 57, didn't they?
Which is pretty good for England, really. Like, traditionally, the Poms are good at a lot, particularly whinging, but not that great at cricket. They're not that great at most things these days as well. Like, bless them.
I think in the last Olympics, I think England actually outpointed Australia in the medal count.
Is that right?
I couldn't
we all
say
have
for
COVID
sure.
or
All I
something?
know is Emma McKeon, she's going to sell like a bazillion Vitabrits now.
Yeah, well.
Or whoever signs her up.
So she should too. Good on her.
Yeah.
All for it. Well, that's an interesting take on our Commonwealth Games. That's certainly one I wasn't expecting.
Sorry. I always go against the grain.
I like it. I think, like, let the kiddies run around. Like, give them something to aspire to.
Give them something to do.
Anything that gets the kids away from the bloody PlayStation and bloody out from underneath my feet, running around in the traffic is a good thing.
Get them away from roadblocks. Get them away from PlayStation and Xbox. Get them out there doing some stuff, I say.
Running around. Like, yeah.
Run them ragged.
Mm.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Who is the Homosaurus for today?
I am doing harmonics, but
it up.
I'm not humming. I'm doing brands again.
We have to change the name of this segment.
Brand monics.
Non-humming monics.
I don't know. I'm really good at copywriting, obviously.
Come on. What do you got?
But you'll make it look magnificent.
Thank you. So I am doing some brands, and they are things that I'd like right now.
Oh shit! Got to be baby stuff then. Bugaboo. What's a pram name?
No. Okay. I'm going to start.
New stuff. Formula.
What are you talking about?
They're all the things you like. It's all babyish.
No, it's about me. I'm a mother. I'm my own person. Okay. First one is
Molly. Oh, sorry.
Maui.
It's round. It's a circle logo. It is British racing green and black and white. It is somewhat mythical. Yay! Good job, mate.
Coffee.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
What?
Coffee. Starbucks.
Coffee. It's
That's a really good guess, JD.
Yeah.
You're talking about
I want a latte, a cappuccino, and tonight I think I'll have a little vino.
No, I'm talking about going to Starbucks and getting a coffee.
Where's a Starbucks? Didn't they all close?
Well, I have to go to New York and get one, obviously.
Qantas. Sorry.
No. Okay, next one. It is a rectangle, long ways, portrait rectangle with rounded corners. It is made up of rectangles. Its colors are yellow, red, white, green, and black. It's a rectangle this way, rounded corners. It's got a green line, a white line, a red line, then it's yellow.
Oh, I was thinking Hungry Jack's, but
it's got some text
stuff.
along.
It's a food, like a.
No, it's not a food. No. It's got black text along the bottom, and in the middle of it, it's got a black horse.
Ferrari.
Yay!
I was in the back of my mind, I was going Bugatti, and then I'm going, like, it's not Bugatti. What's the other one?
Bugatti.
You don't strike me as a Ferrari driver.
I'm not a Ferrari
Yeah, but like
driver.
if someone wanted to give me one, I'd be like, okay,
I'll take it.
Why not? Put a baby seat in the back. Okay.
The passenger seat.
Next one is a brand. It is synonymous with 2 G's.
Gucci.
Yay!
I was going to say Golden Gate on. We did the 2G logo last week.
Okay, there's only a few more. This one is quintessentially Australian. It is made up of a word that's usually white, in a red sash.
Vegemite.
And in a red sash, and it has a little bird.
Nestle. Nestle.
No. Little bird eating a cracker.
Oh, Rosella.
Rosella.
Arnott's. Brand's Rosella.
Arnott's.
You said Arnott's, your banana.
Oh, did you? Sorry,
Go
Puddle.
back on the rewind the tape.
Okay, Puddle can get one. All right, we're nearly done. This is I'll give you the category. This is food. It is a yellow and green logo, and it has 2 arrows.
What?
Yellow and green.
Subway.
Subway. Eat fresh.
JD got it. All right, down to the final 2.
Ooh.
These are quite similar, actually. Okay, so a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-pointed star.
National Australia Bank. Money.
JD.
Oh.
That
was so quick. I didn't even give away the colours or anything.
Come on.
All right.
Come on, what a win. Go, come on,
last
face.
Last one. Okay. This appears either as a single letter or as a word. It's usually red, white, and black. It has a very distinctive sound associated with it. It also has quite a distinctive animation with it as well.
Westpac?
No. It is, good guess though, because Westpac they really own that sound. Anyway, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 7 letters long. Red, white, black.
I can't get past Coca-Cola, but it's not Coca-Cola.
No, it is not Coca-Cola. It's either, it can be a word or it can be a single letter.
See, that's the thing. It's a word. But
What industry?
I would say it sits within time wasting industry.
YouTube.
No.
Instagram.
But similar.
No. So red, white, and black.
What's YouTube?
Pinterest.
What's the other one?
No.
What's the other one? It's one of those. Like
TikTok.
Red, white, and what?
Any of the social media.
So it's not social media. It's not social media.
Red, white, and black.
There's people playing along at home just yelling.
With one letter.
Yeah, totally.
One letter.
Yes, a letter or a word. But it's very distinctively known for either. Like if you saw it,
all going to be covered in
it
Buddy Shane.
Okay, we're running out of time, everyone. So we've got 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's go.
It ends with X.
Xerox.
No. X.
Time wasting is true. And
X in the middle.
No, X at the end. Starts with N, ends with X.
Netflix.
Yay! Hey, let's go. Finally.
Spending time well.
Thank you. No,
either.
Yeah, you did very well. That was very good, those ones. Congratulations. I like that. It does annoy me that I don't get them, but it's very good.
2 or 3
You
times
did
a week.
buds. You got Arnott's. You got
but only because you're going to have to go back over the tape because you awarded it to someone else.
No, you got Arnott's still. I think I think JD may have one, but we'll watch it on review.
Oh no, Netflix. I think Gabs and I think there might be a tie.
Ooh.
You can share the podium, JD.
We can share the Toblerone, the prize giving.
I hate
the Toblerone today. Who's got the Toblerone today?
It's the worst chocolate ever.
Really?
Right.
And I give it back to them.
No. Do you know that? Like, have you
If
seen
anyone
the
gives me a
thing that
Toblerone ever, I give it back, saying this is shit. Take it back.
To snap a Toblerone, you pinch the mountains together?
That may be so, but
I never knew. I thought you like take it out of
the
its
shit
like
chocolate.
take it out of its little
chocolate
tunnel
in those
and then
crappy Easter eggs.
Strawberry chocolate's delicious.
It's the same stuff.
With a little nougat.
Give it to me so I can give it back to you.
And honey and
yeah,
honeycomb
I love nougat. Oh, always at the airport as well. You're like, yes, I do need 4 kilos of Toblerone.
The mountain with the bear in it, like
that, my friends. With another edition of the Bones with Glitter of advertising and the glittery bones even. Don't go changing. We'll see you next week.